Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Sounds of Scotland. If you could please make your way to your seats as we're going to get underway very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's performance here at BBC College Hall. Please note that smoking is not permitted on the college campus. No food or drink is to be consumed in the hall. Also note the locations of all the emergency exits, 3 to your left and 2 to your right. In the event of an emergency, please gather your personal belongings, exit in an orderly manner and gather at College House on Kensington Terrace until you are told it is safe to return. Please turn off your mobile devices and note that no flash cameras of any kind are permitted. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Put your hands together for the combined Brisbane Boys College Pipe Band. Well, that was loud. Good evening, everyone. That was probably loud too. And welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the 2025 Sounds of Scotland. Headmaster and members of the college executive, specially invited guests, families and friends, ladies and gentlemen, staff and students, and especially all of our wonderful performers this evening. Our Sounds of Scotland concert this year is entitled The Big Blaw, or The Big Blow for the uninitiated, and hopefully that first performance helped not only to blow some of the cobwebs out, perhaps blow a bit of the rain away that we were all going through a bit earlier. So thank you very much for being with us this evening. Tonight we celebrate not only the great performances and wins of the boys throughout the year, but also the 85th anniversary of the BBC Pipe Band. And you can read some of those highlights in your program, from the formation of the band in 1940 right up to some of our activities this year, including hosting the Tartan Spectacular and the Queensland State Championships, and the boys travelling over to Scotland once again to compete in the European and the World Championships. So tonight we will once again be treated to great music, great dancing, great food, and I'm sure for the hard-working pipe band staff under the directorship of Stevie Stanley, some great relief as yet again another big year draws to a close. So I invite you to sit back and enjoy tonight's presentations. And we just heard our 2025 pipe major, Nick Shelburne, leading the combined band with the Gale set, which is based on the well-known tune of the same name. The Gale is a stirring melody that was featured in the movie Last of the Mohicans, and it's also one that often accompanies BBC sporting teams as they take the field. Next, our combined band who have gathered together to truly illustrate what a big blaw is, will join in presenting a selection of marches featuring the tunes The Minstrel Boy and Will You Nor Come Back Again. So please give a rousing welcome to the combined BBC Pipe Band as we continue with the 2025 Sounds of Scotland, the celebration of the 85th anniversary and the Big Blaw. Put your hands together for our combined pipe band. Well, the number 2 and number 3 bands have left the stage, and we're going to move on now to a set of traditional hornpipes. And again this year we're pleased to welcome special guests, dancers from the Thistle Highland Dancing Studio. And you can read about their successes in the program. The tunes are the hornpipes Jolly Beggar Man, Man from Skye and The Clumsy Lover. Would you please welcome our dancers to the stage? Thank you to dancers from the Thistle Highland Dancing Studio. With the number one band continuing on the stage, we'd like to take this opportunity to recognise and congratulate these boys for a very successful year on the competition boards. This year the band was officially promoted to grade 3 and held their own in this very strong local grade with a number of first placings along the way. The band were once again crowned state championships for the Novice A section. And then, of course, the boys travelled to Scotland to take on the world at the European Championships and World Championships, again in the Novice A juvenile section. They again delivered some outstanding performances, ultimately gaining a 4th place at the World Championships. Would you please join me in once again congratulating these boys on a brilliant achievement. The band will now play a traditional selection of tunes which helped them to gain this great prize. A strathspey and reel, which is usually preceded with a march, is the bread and butter of any World Championship campaign. Often circled by expert judges and MSR at the Worlds is every band's opportunity to demonstrate precise ensemble, technique, musicality and tone to try and stand out from the pack. Please enjoy the traditional strathspey and reel, Jennifer Finlayson and Lieutenant Colonel D.J.S. Murray. And this will be followed by a set of jigs called The Old Wife in the Mill Dust and Rocking the Baby. Take it away, boys. Well, if you've ever wondered how these boys manage to look sharp, stay hydrated, travel across continents, and still have enough energy to play like champions, well, part of that reason is the tireless efforts of the pipe band support group. The support group has turned uniform logistics into an art form, assisting staff with uniform fittings, stock management, and negotiating bulk cleaning deals for all parents and carers. And as a little reminder from the pipe band support group, any parent who has a boy in a uniform, please remember to purchase your uniform cleaning vouchers this weekend. Refer to info in the email and the Stack Team app. That's just a little plug. As many of you will be aware, our boys are very much looking forward to our involvement in the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, which will be on the road both here in Brisbane and also in Auckland, New Zealand. Now, many of our boys have performed in Edinburgh itself, but to be able to perform this show in our own backyard of Suncorp Stadium will be a huge thrill. Many of the tunes that we've been performing for this tattoo, for this tattoo performance have been slipped into our show tonight, including the following Cabba Fay. Originally a very famous Strathspey, the melody line has often been rearranged into various time signatures, including the following march arrangement, which will be one of the march-on tunes at next year's tattoo. The number one band will then depart the stage to give us an opportunity to hear our number two competition band perform their selection of marches. Led by staff Jim Allen, Paddy Gibson and Ryan Gale, the number two band has also had a great year on the competition boards, culminating in winning their state championships in the Novice B juvenile section. And they will perform the tunes Mackenzie Highlanders and Terabus. But first, put your hands together for the performance of Cabba Fay. Put your hands together for our number 2 pipe band. Another great part of the BBC Pipe Band program is its very own Ceilidh Band. The Ceilidh Band is a group of pipe band students and staff who meet each week to play Celtic rock and pop music, of course, featuring the bagpipes. Tonight's Ceilidh Band is made up of pipe band staff Aidan Scott and Jim Allen, as well as students Will Evans on guitar, Ethan So on drums, and Dylan Steinkol Andrade on pipes. The tunes they will play are their take on the famous Wings, Loch Lomond and the Barron Rocks. Would you please welcome the BBC Ceilidh Band. Put your hands together for the Ceilidh Band. Our pipers will shortly re-enter the stage to perform a moving slow air inspired by Field Marshal Montgomery Pipe Band tunes. Please enjoy the peaceful and harmonious sound of the tune entitled The Ruby. Well, thank you to our pipers for that beautiful rendition of the Ruby. We're very excited to be putting on the show this year in what is the 85th anniversary year of the BBC Pipe Band. And to commemorate this milestone, BBC Old Boy and pipe tutor Aidan Scott has composed a tune which we'll now perform. This tune will round off the first half of the evening, and we hope that you have enjoyed the show so far. As an acknowledgement of the longevity of the band, we're pleased to welcome members of the Old Collegians Pipe Band as well to help us present this tune. The band will continue through and then march off to conclude the first half to the traditional retreat march called the Rowan Tree. Would you please put your hands together for the very first performance of the 85th anniversary of the BBC Pipe Band. Put your hands together for the 85th anniversary of the BBC Pipe Band. We're now going to have an interval of about 30 minutes, and while you're stretching your legs, maybe grab something to eat and something to drink, and also check out the Pipe Band Support Group shop. This bustling hub of tartan cheer is a trusted supplier of essentials like emergency hats, umbrellas and handbags. And while tonight's Sounds of Scotland won't feature an address to the haggis, you can even get a domesticated haggis from the Pipe Band Support shop. You'll also find Christmas gifts and decorations, plus Queensland's most extensive range of Pipe Band supporter fashion. So, stretch your legs and enjoy the interval. We'll see you back here in 30 minutes' time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the second half of our Sounds of Scotland for 2025. If there are any members of the Learner Piper group that are still in the auditorium, could you please make your way backstage immediately? That's any of our Learner Pipers. Could you please make your way backstage immediately? Welcome back to the Sounds of Scotland 2025. To open the second half, we invite our learner pipers to the stage. Most of these pipers have started their piping journey throughout the year, and we're thrilled to have them join us tonight. For many of these boys, this is their very first Sounds of Scotland concert. Thanks also to our pipe band staff, Aidan Scott, Blaze Campbell, Bruce Campbell, Tom Bergen, as well as some of our senior pipers for their tuition of this year's intake of the Learner Pipers. Please enjoy the performance by our Learner Pipers of the tune Bluebells of Scotland. Congratulations to our learner pipers. Well, from some of our most junior learner pipers, we will now be entertained by two of our senior pipers who will aim to impress you with their fiery, fast fingerwork. Nick Shelburne and Fred Bailey are both top flight soloists who compete in the adult B-grade solos, which is a great achievement for anyone in their schooling years. And I'm sure their performance will get your feet tapping with their solo piper's tag. Following this, the number one band will return to the stage to continue the ceilidh. Now, Ceilidh is a common Scottish word for a party, where often you will see musical instruments combined with dancing for a great social time with friends. And true to this feel, the Ceilidh will then be joined by dancers from the Reed School of Highland Dance. And thanks must go to the dancers from the Reed School for their continued support over the years. And we're again pleased to have them with us to celebrate the 85th anniversary of the pipe band. But to kick things off, please welcome our solo pipers, Nick Shelburne and Freddie Bailey. Well, let's have another big round of applause for Nick and Freddie. Wasn't that a great solo piper tag set? And they were some pretty good dance moves, I thought, from the girls as well. Well done. Well, the band will now perform a set of tunes, commencing with the Galatian Jig. And this will then be followed by a traditional style competition medley, which is often an element of our competitions. It'll open with the tune Laura Ann McCallum, and the medley then goes on to include tunes Kenny Giles, Lizzie II, Sarah's Song, Because He Was a Bonny Lad, A Cup of Tea, and finishes with the Red Fox. Take it away, number one band. What a great performance from our number one band and the Ceilidh Band in the jig. As you've seen tonight, the BBC Pipe Band is a much loved part of college life, a proud tradition that brings our community together and represents Brisbane Boys College with distinction across Queensland, Australia and the world. The college is excited to share that a new sponsorship program has just been launched, offering families, alumni and businesses a meaningful way to support the band's journey. Sponsorship helps cover the significant travel costs involved in national and international competitions, including travelling to the European Championships for the number 2 band next year and the whole band's planned return to the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo in 2027. If you've been moved by the performance tonight and would like to support the band through sponsorship, please speak with our Director of the Pipe Band, Mr. Stevie Stanley. Your support will help ensure this incredible tradition continues to thrive and represent BBC on the world stage. As our pipers leave the stage, we are now going to move on to our drum fanfare, led by the 2025 drum major, Jacob Duval. The piece is entitled Shockwave. Would you please make the drum corps feel welcome? Put your hands again together for our BBC Pipe Band Drum Corps. Now, just another note from the Pipe Band Support Group. As the name suggests, the support group is an essential support for BBC's Pipe Band. Every band member's parent or carer is automatically a Pipe Band Support Group member. And just some of the things that they have helped with during 2025 include funding the staff travel to the World Championships in Scotland, transforming the State Championships at BBC into a full-blown Highland extravaganza, including ground setup, mini Highland games, food, bars, shops, stalls, Highland dancing, and all sorted with flair. And of course, tonight's Sounds of Scotland would not have been half the fun without the Pipe Band Support Group's amazing shop, raffle, bar and food. And just a reminder that the Pipe Band Support Group's AGM, together with the end-of-year Parents Only Wine and Cheese, convenes at 7 p.m. this coming Monday night in the Pipe Band rooms. And all Pipe Band parents and carers are welcome to attend. The Pipers have now returned to the stage and they will perform the famous suite called Steam Train to Malig. Malig is a small Scottish village on the west coast of Scotland, but most of us would recognise the famous steam train and bridge from the movies such as Harry Potter. Listen out in the music for the distinctive repetitive sounds of the old rattly steam train as we perform our version of Steam Train to Malig. That was Steam Train to Malig. Well, our show is coming to an end, but tonight wouldn't be complete without hearing one of the most famous bagpipe tunes ever composed, and one that holds a very special place in the history of the BBC Pipe Band. Please welcome our performers to the stage, who will present to you the moving tune, Highland Cathedral. Wasn't that moving? It's such a wonderful tune. And it's fitting, after hearing such a moving tune, that we offer a few special thank yous. And as 2025 draws to a close, we of course say goodbye to many remarkable parents who have supported our band's global success. And tonight we'd ask that Jean Shelburne and Lynn Gray please make their way to the stage to each collect a very small token of thanks for their tireless work with our pipe band support group. Jean served on the committee for many years and as president in 2023 and 2024, while Lynn served as the secretary. Their leadership of our pipe band support group and their dedication to our band's success, their creativity and tireless energy helped leave an unforgettable legacy for our band community, and they've especially supported the pipe band staff through their meticulous planning and preparations for the band's trips to Scotland in 2022, 24 and 25, and to Canada in 2023. So tonight, on behalf of every band member, every parent and every supporter, thank you, Jean, and thank you, Lynn, for your contributions to the pipe band support group over the years. And as we farewell many parents, we also farewell our seniors. And so I'd now like to ask our 2025 senior leadership team to make their formal handover to the 2026 team. We'll begin with Nick Shelburne, the pipe major, who hands over to the 2026 pipe major, Fred Bailey. Pipe Sergeant Dylan Steinkoll-Andrade hands over to two Pipe Sergeants for 26, Ben Hurst and Austin Reardon. Jacob Duval will hand over to Drum Major Alexander Middlemas. And Alexander Middlemas will hand over the Drum Sergeant's position to Tom Werner. Sorry, I've been asked to use his proper title, which is T-Bone. All right, we now move into our final tune called Top Deck in Perth, which was written by Australian piper Murray Blair. This is a fitting tune to play because next year the band will travel to the Australian Championships being held at Subiaco Oval in Perth. This item will also give us another opportunity to thank our two dance teams for their contribution tonight, and as a symbol of the changing of the guard, we'll feature a solo from Nick Shelburne as well as one by Pipe Major for 2026, Fred Bailey. Would you please put your hands together for Top Deck in Perth? Well, our Sounds of Scotland is not just a fantastic concert, but it's our awards night as well. And so we now have, or we will get to shortly, a number of awards acknowledging the success of and the hard work of some of our boys. But I'd like to, while we're just settling in and getting things organised for that, just to thank a few people. Of course, the Sounds of Scotland never comes together without the hard work of so many different people. So thank you first and foremost to our headmaster, Mr. Andre Casson, for the school's continued support of this great program. Thank you also to the Pipe Band Support Group, and as we've talked a lot about their incredible support for the boys all the time. Thank you as well tonight for the hard work behind the scenes from our AV team, our staging. Thank you to the BBC marketing, the people who helped to put together the program. Thank you to everyone who works, whether they're on stage or behind the scenes, to make tonight a success. And of course, a huge thank you to all of our performers this evening. Could you please put your hands together for the 2025 Sounds of Scotland. But of course, the most important reason that we come here for is to draw the raffle. So, I think, yes, I can see movement on the far side of the stage. Now, normally we'd ask the headmaster, but headmaster, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to ask James here. He doesn't know that I'm asking him this, but James, I've got to tell you, so many people in the audience have commented on how well you have done during tonight. So congratulations, well done. And headmaster, I hope that's all right. I'm sure you'll speak to me on Monday if it's not. But anyway, and of course I've just deleted half of that. We now have the raffle. How many raffle prizes do we have? 3 raffle prizes. So James, you've got to reach into that and you've got to draw out a ticket and then hand it to me. You can't look for your name, okay? So you need to reach in and don't look at it. All right, hand it to me. Okay, what have we got? We have a purple ticket, D05. Ah, congratulations. Who won it? So if you have the winning ticket, and it looks like we might have to check very carefully, please make your way down and you will receive one of these wonderful raffle prizes. All right, James, have you got the hang of this, mate? All right. Oh, yep, good job, that was excellent. Oh. It's a red ticket, E10. Oh, was that a sound of victory or a sound of, oh, so close? Red ticket, E10. Is this the same row? James, what are you doing, mate? How are you doing this, James? James, you managed to choose, purely at random, 2 people sitting right next to each other. That is a skill. All right, James. We're getting people waving, I don't know. Oh, now they're embarrassed. All right, James. Good job, mate. That's excellent. Last one. Oh. Well, fortunately, this ticket is very BBC. It's green, black and white in the colouring, but it is a green ticket. The letter is D and the number is 49. Congratulations. Come on down. Thanks, mate. Well done. I'm now going to hand over to James to do the rest of it. No? Okay. This is actually the most terrifying part of the night for me because I get all of these prizes and notes thrown at me at the last minute. And I really hope I haven't missed anything. You're going to stand there, are you? Okay, all right, they're going to stand there. That's wonderful. Thank you. All right, we now move on to the awards for some of our boys. Are you sure you want to stand there this whole time? Okay. So we now have the BBC Chairman's Shield. The BBC Chairman's Shield is donated by Mrs. Jacqueline McPherson, the ex-chairman of BBC Council, and it is awarded to the most improved piper and most improved drummer of the BBC Pipe Band over the past 12 months. And our piper this year, I beg your pardon, headmaster, if you wouldn't mind coming down now, I can't give all the glory to James. I'm sure he'd be happy to, but okay, fine. The recipient of the BBC Chairman's Shield, Piper Remy Albertal. Now, Remy, stay where you are because the drumming recipient is Charlie Grant. Congratulations to Remy and to Charlie. Now, Peter, would you mind coming down now? We're now going to award the Peter Dornan Trophy. Now, Peter is an old boy and was a member of the reintroduced band of 1958. Peter has been a long-time supporter of the college and is currently a member of the Bissett Art Gallery Committee. And with his wife, Dimity, enjoys attending every Sound of Scotland possible. Peter's artistic skills are also well known to us as he is the creator of the Peter Dornan Trophy, which he is holding at the moment. Extremely heavy, I can assure you. It's a fine sculpture of a piper, and the outstanding contribution of a BBC Pipe Band Junior Member of the Year is awarded to Kian Jayasuriya. Now, Kian has led the number 3 drum corps in competitions. He's played with the number 2 band and is currently learning the number 1 band sets. Well done, Kian. And I just ask Peter to stay back as he has a special presentation to give to the school. Headmaster, if you wouldn't mind coming back down. Now, as I mentioned, Peter is an old boy and a past member of the band, and he follows the progress of the band very closely. And he's also a gifted artist, and Peter felt the need to commemorate BBC's involvement in the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo with his artistic talent. And he's created a work titled Drum Major in Front of Edinburgh Castle. And as you hold it up, you might even recognise the model for the Drum Major. And Peter is pleased to present this to Mr. Casson as an acknowledgement of BBC Pipe Band's involvement in an event as prestigious as the military tattoo. And thank you, Peter, and thank you, Dimity, for your continued support of the band and for this wonderful painting. Just one thing.
Thank you, Stuart. I wasn't going to say anything because it's been said by actions, but what I've noticed, this is about my 10th year of presenting this award, and I must compliment the people who select the boys to become, to get the award, and I've noticed that all of them, the whole 10 of them, have become leaders. So somehow or other, you've picked the ones who are going to lead. I've seen all the boys come through, I know their names, and I've watched them, and I'm so thrilled that my awards didn't lead to them, they led themselves, but you've been able to pick the ones who've been able to be nominated for that. So thank you.
We now move on to the Smith family Drum Major's Mace, and that will be presented by Jacob Duval. The Smith Family Drum Major Award is a custom-made drum major mace with the BBC crest and Brisbane Boys College engraved into it. The pipe band mace is presented to the incoming drum major with a book prize for the exiting drum major, recognising the contribution of the drum major to the pipe band formally. And this year we are pleased to present the award to Alexander Middlemas. This year we have 3 new awards for bagpipes, snare drum and the midsection, and they will be presented by our head pipe band tutor, Mr. Jamie Hawke. These new awards are presented to the learner piper and learner drummers who have shown the most enthusiasm and work ethic throughout the year in either bagpipes, snare drum and bass or tenor. And this year, our piper recipient is Samuel Chalmers. There he is, Jamie. And our snare drummer recipient, Max Brasda. And from the midsection, our tenor recipient, Mac T. Congratulations to Sam, Max and Mac. I now ask our Deputy Headmaster, Miss Amelia Pogramiotis to come to the stage and to present... Is she there? Oh, she is. Sorry, I couldn't see. To present the David Bell Memorial Shield. Kindly donated by the Pipe Band Support Group, the David Bell Memorial Shield is awarded to the middle school piper or drummer who has shown exceptional spirit and service to the pipe band and the BBC community during the year. This award is presented in Mr Bell's memory, who is the head of middle school here at Brisbane Boys College until the time of his passing. And the recipient of the David Bell Memorial Shield is Oliver Thomas. Now, Miss A, can you please stay here because, again, we have some new awards presented at the Sounds of Scotland, and these are, again, middle school awards. Presented to, first of all, the most outstanding Grade 9 Pipe Band Drummer of the Year, Fergus Campbell. Fergus, you gotta get your photo, mate. Gotta get your photo. And the most, congratulations. And the most outstanding Grade 9 Pipe Band Piper of the Year, Austin Irving. We're playing awards tag rather than piping tag this time because now we'd like, if you wouldn't mind, Mr Scott Murphy, another one of our deputy principals, to please make his way to the stage. Now, Mr Murphy accompanied the band when we went over to Scotland this year, so it was great to have him along. Thank you very much, Mr Murphy. We now move on to the Senior School Awards, and presenting the most outstanding Senior Pipe Band Drummer of the Year, the award goes to Jacob Duval. Mr Murphy, if you can stay there. Our most outstanding Senior Piper of the Year, Nick Shelburne. And while you're striking a pose, the Pipe Band Chairman's Medal also goes to Nick Shelburne. No, Mr Murphy, we need you for one more, please. We now are presenting the Jordan Smith Book Prize, which is presented to the exiting drum major, recognising the contribution of the drum major to the pipe band. Once again, Jacob Duval. Now, Year 12 boys, if you could start to make your way down the front. We now have some gifts for our departing Year 12s. Now, we're presenting each of the Year 12s with a Scottish quake. A Scottish quake is a traditional two-handed drinking cup also known as a loving cup or a cup of friendship that symbolises unity, trust and hospitality. And we'd like to present these to our outgoing Year 12s, Finn Clare, Jacob Duval, Jonah Gray, Nick Shelburne, Dylan Steinkel-Andrade, and Harry Stanley, who is unable to be with us this evening. Finally, I'd like to thank Margaret Patterson and Caitlin Reid and all of the dancers for their continued support of Sounds of Scotland. And Margaret and Caitlin, if you're around, we just have a small gift for you as well. I'm now going to hand over to Nick Shelburne and Jacob Duval, I think, was it? Who just have a few words. Oh, you're there, sorry. Come to the microphone, boys.
Sorry, we're just taking Squeal's show from them now really quickly. I don't know, we just came up that we wanted to do all the thank yous this year, especially on behalf of the boys. It's really important that, I feel like it's someone really important, to thank all the tutors and all the teachers for all their hard dedication and hard work this year to put on such an amazing show. So on my side of it, on the piping side, I would like to thank Mr. Jamie Hawke. In the number one, especially this year in Scotland, huge inspiration to all of us. We can all agree as a pipe corp in the front rank there, that he is such a driving force for all of us, and he will continue to be after I leave. So, quick round of applause for Jamie. There's Jamie. And I know he's hiding somewhere. Very important for the development side. So, all the younger players in the number 2 band and the number 3 band. Mr. Aidan Scott. Where is Aidan Scott? Aidan is such a hard worker for the BBC Pipe Band, and he needs to be recognised more often from everyone. So thank you, Aidan, for what you've done this year. And the last piping tutor is Mr. Jim Allen, who takes the number 2 band, who did an exceptional job this year. With them, the boys in the number 2 band bring home Queensland Champion of Champions in Juvenile B. So very good. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, just echoing what Nick said on the drumming side, we wouldn't get anywhere without the tutors. So I might forget somebody, sorry, but I'll list them off. Just from the snares, Patro, thank you. He came on tour with us. It was just so inspirational, and when we went to best behaved as well, he sort of cracked down on us a little. Thanks, Patro, as well as Paddy. He also helps out with the young ones. Give us a wave, Paddy. Here we are. Thanks, Paddy. And then in the midsection as well, Mr. Gale and Mr. Cox, you guys do so much work that sometimes doesn't get seen, but we see it, so thank you as well. And I think just one more round of applause for everybody who's helped make this concert possible tonight.
Okay, and of course, as always, there's one person that needs to especially be thanked, and I know he doesn't want to because They even made a painting of him apparently now. For me, this is my 10th Sounds of Scotland. So this has been a decade of my life. So it's really, really special to have Stevie here. Still 10 years later, every day, exactly the same. Such great energy, and in all honesty, I love the guy. So I just wanted to shout out Stevie to him. Thank you all. That's all we have to say. Thank you for coming tonight as well from me and the band.
Thank you to Nick and Jacob. I must say I didn't know that you were badly behaved in Scotland, Jacob, so I might have to do a bit of investigation there. Well, again, I'd just like to echo the thanks that the boys have given. Thank everyone for being here tonight. Huge thanks to Stevie. He is such a wonderful, kind and driven man, and he gets on with everyone. Whenever we're sort of late for what's going on in the tour or anything like that, it's because Stevie's out there shaking hands and getting to know people. But he's so genuine and so wonderful, and he is such a huge part of the success of our program. So I can't echo those words of the boys more. So thank you once again for everyone involved in making the 2025 Sounds of Scotland, the Big Blaw, a success, and thank you to all of you for coming and sharing our special night, celebrating the 85th anniversary of the band. And as the year draws to a close, I wish you all a safe and a happy holiday period filled with great times with friends and family. And we'll finish tonight with an encore performance of Top Deck Perth. Thank you and good night.